Welcome. I'm Karen. This is Runic Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Thursday. We're going to do our daily reading today with the Runic Tarot, taking a look at current situation and the influences around that. This is a collective reading, so keep that in mind and take what resonates and put the rest aside. So, also just as a note, I will be out of town next week, Sunday through Sunday. So I may not be I probably won't post every day anyway, but my astrological readings, I won't start the love readings, the monthly love readings until I return. I will finish up the general ones this week. So I'll remind y'all again. So I can always do shorts too, so I may just pull a couple cards and do some shorts. Here we go. Let's get started here. Whew. What do we need to know today? Current situation, please. King of Wands. Present influence. 10 of Cups. Future influence. 8 of Wands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fire and love. Sorry, I'm in a good mood today. What we don't see. Should never apologize for being in a good mood. 3 of Wands. Nice. Okay, what to look for. 9 of Cups. Unexpected. 10 of Wands. That's okay. Challenge. 5 of Wands. Strength. And where does this lead? Knight of Cups. Ooh, 5 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Tell me. Judgment. Okay, everything turns out okay. And I'm not going to ever hide the fact that we have hard cards. You guys know me. I'm upfront. Life is life, good and bad. I feel like there is going to be like this really nice thing coming in, and there's a little bit of a disappointment happening, but it comes back together, and that's okay. 3 of Swords, though, is at the bottom of the deck, so I find that kind of interesting because, so there's something here again with separation, but so what I'm seeing and feeling and understanding is, and I'm going to talk about this for a second because I see the future influence as the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is like, it could be travel, but it's definitely action. And when I see the 3 of Swords, sometimes I'm not always prone to think sadness. I'm also considering distance. And sometimes we can miss someone because they're far away, physically far away. Now, this could be emotionally too, okay? But what I see here is closing the distance on that. But I do feel like this is a situation where you either feel separated from or you feel far away from it, which does probably make you sad a little bit. I don't feel like there's way too many really good positive cards here. But it all kind of revolves around that feeling of either being kind of left out, feeling far away, feeling a little sad. And there could be some like just sadness. But the King of Wands is awesome. And this is in your present influence. 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 2 of Wands. There is definitely somebody, I feel like somebody around you that right now I feel like this might be what you're kind of missing. And it feels to me like that's why I feel like there's just a distance, because it feels there's fire and the cups, and to me for love or relationships, having fire and love together, cups, water, it's got passion and caring to it. So that feels good to me. I feel like this situation, I feel like this could now this is definitely a relationship. What kind of relationship? You take that as it resonates. And then, but it's really sparking interest in you. and it comes though, the reason why I feel like it's got so much energy to it, because I feel like in the past, or most recently, the energy of being sad and feeling, it almost feels left out, like you feel left out. And that's changing with this energy of this king. It's clarified with the Seven of Swords. Let me make sure that's the swords. Yes, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. It's like you taking yourself back. And this could definitely just be you embracing the King of Wands energy, and definitely planning on moving forward with this situation. And it's something that's really important to you. That Ten of Cups says it's something that you really care about. The Eight of Wands is in your future influence. So I do feel like there's an energy coming in. I feel like it could be, I mean, it could be a message, but I almost feel like it closes that gap. If you're feeling left out, or you're feeling like there's a distance, or even an emotional distance, a physical distance, it there is some kind of energy that's bringing things together. And um, and I feel like it's really nice energy. It could be travel, for if it's a physical distance. It could be travel that brings you together. I do feel like it's a person. I think the King of Wands, though, could be just your energy of putting the passion into something that maybe, it's almost like you're feeling the passion again, and you haven't. And the Eight of Wands is great energy coming in the future, near future. Three of Wands is in what you don't see. And a lot of times the Three of Wands makes sense to me when it's in what you don't see, because when I look at the Three of Wands, it's the ships are coming in, they're not quite there yet. So you may not even realize that everything that you've set into motion is happening. Again, we've got the Two of Wands as a clarifier with that King of Wands. So the plans, the motions are taking place, and this is showing that there will be success. And I think there's more to it than you may realize. What to look for is the Nine of Cups. Keep your eye on the prize, man. Nine of Cups is a great energy for reaching your goal, reaching your desires, whether those are, personal goals, love goals, any kind, any kind. This is the wish card, and a lot of people call it the wish card in the tarot, but it's, to me, I think about desires because it's deeper. I feel like it's deeper. Wishes are wishes, but desires are something that you really go for, right? Wishes can just be that. Sometimes when I use the phrase wish, I wish this would happen. Desire is, if I'm desiring something, I'm more apt to go after it. And I feel like too, with that King of Wands energy, this makes sense to me, to look for that desire. What do you really want out of this? And look for that. Really look for that. Ten of Wands comes in as the unexpected energy. I'm overall getting just a feeling of, I feel like it's almost a relief, because this has been on your mind for a while. You've been working through this for a while, and it's been feeling very heavy, but this sparks that, I feel like it's a release of that, and that you're like, okay, yeah, I can do this. Absolutely. And it feels like you've reached that that goal, and things are coming together, even though they have been hard. And they're definitely coming together. The Five of Wands, though, is in your challenge. I feel like there is something that you're fighting with. You could be even angry at it, but I feel like you're fighting something here. Fighting your feelings, fighting, I don't know if it was in our daily reading yesterday, but I talked about the the King of Cups, and going with the flow. This feels to me like you're fighting the energy that's moving forward. It's almost like you're pushing back on it. And it's going to be a challenge to get through that. I'm not sure why, because it could be that, it could be as something as you not feeling adequate to take this on, and that's what I'm kind of getting the feeling, because of the strength being in the positive, that you can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to have the will to do so, and the determination. And again, I feel like with that desire being in the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Cups being in what to look for, if you really want to reach your desires, they take work. And I think that's what the Ten of Wands too is this is work. This isn't, a piece of cake. You don't just walk into it. And I think there's something that I feel like you're just fighting against, and that you have to kind of let that go. And again, it could be just like you not feeling like, I don't know, sometimes when we have opportunities, or we've been working really hard at something, sometimes we can take that little bit that brings us down and feel inadequate, or feel like we can't do it. And I feel like you're fighting the forward movement of the situation. So just keep that in mind. The Knight of Cups is in where does this lead? It leads to the Knight of Cups, which I do feel like this is definitely something that's very meaningful to you moving forward into the future. Now, there is a little bit of disappointment after that. And then Five of Swords, which I feel like you're fighting the disappointment. Like, there's no reason to really be disappointed. But for some reason you are. And it could be as simple as you don't meet goals, or something happens where you feel like, I don't know, there's something here about that. So keep that in mind. Don't let yourself get disappointed. But I do feel like with the Five of Swords following that, you're going to fight that energy. You're fighting for what you want, because you've lost something happened, but you still have the Three Cups, and you're going to fight the Five of Swords. You're going to fight for it. And I think that's really lovely, because it's okay to be disappointed, but you know what? If you really want something, you got to go after it. And sometimes we don't get what we really want. I mean, sometimes we just don't. But if we don't make the effort, then we definitely won't. If you make the effort, then there's a much larger chance that you will. The Judgment feels to me like that's just the renewal feeling of after you fight for this, because I think it shows your strength. And I think that's when the Strength card comes in here, and you're positive, in the positive place, because that's what wills you forward. Even though there may be a slight disappointment, you will fight that, and you will reap the benefits. That'll take a little bit, so know that for sure. But I do think this situation's really good. What's our advice here? Page of Cups. I mean, it's sweet, right? Go after what you love. Work on what you love. And this doesn't have to be relationships. This could be just, you. Also, don't be afraid to let someone know how you feel about them. I think that's an important message here too. Because when I see the Page of Cups, it's not only someone giving a gift to you, it's an advice. So it's asking you to give that gift to someone else. And, sometimes when people know we just care, that can make a huge difference in their life. We don't have to be in their life every moment, every second. Again, going back to this Three of Swords, if you're feeling kind of distant, if they know that you care about the situation and them, and it can take that distance away. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If I could talk, please let me know what you think. Hit the like button and give me a comment. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.